Are you somebody who finds that you've tried quitting pornography, masturbation, video gaming, endless scrolling, social media addiction time and time again, and for whatever reason, even though you've tried and even though you've told yourself, that's it, I'm finished, I'm not doing it anymore, you find yourself coming back to it over and over. And you tell yourself, okay, this is just going to be for a couple of minutes and then it'll be over and then I won't do it again for another week. And then you find yourself all the way down a rabbit hole and you find yourself stuck and you find yourself acting in ways that aren't aligned with your values, acting in ways that you are no longer proud of, acting in ways that are getting right in the way of you achieving your goals in life. Maybe you want to have a business or have a relationship or spend more time with your family or show up better for yourself or go to the gym or eat healthy. But you find that these practices are bigger than you, and that telling yourself, I'm going to stop and just, wishing for the best, or, I'll just do it sometimes, isn't working, right? If that's you, you're not alone. There are so many people like that. And what we're doing when we engage in that kind of behavior is we're bargaining with ourselves and we're engaging in magical thinking, right? We're thinking that magic can happen and that something impossible is going to happen, because sometimes it can be that for some of us, these dopamine sources are so addictive and so strong in their pull over us for whatever reason that they are running our lives. And if that's the case, then with some of us, we won't be able to manage these dopamine sources responsibly. And we actually can't trust ourselves. And what we're doing is we're lying to ourselves. And so if that's you, I would encourage you to right now have a moment and have a serious meeting with yourself and talk to yourself. Have I been that person who has time and time again committed to themselves that this is the last time, or I'm only going to do it once, or I'm going to be able to do this in moderation, or I'll engage with this once a week or for 5 minutes, but it hasn't worked? And if that's true, perhaps now is the time to stop having those thoughts and to make a very strong decision that perhaps at this stage of my life, at this time, right now, this is not for me at all. And I can review that at a much later date. But for right now, there's going to be a long period of time where this is going to absolutely not be for me, because these dopamine sources are too strong for me. They overpower me. And then come to a decision. This is not who I am anymore. I am going to do whatever I need to do to stop these behaviors. And thinking about it is not going to be enough. This means making a full comprehensive plan of action. Look at your day. What do you need to do? Look at your habits. What do you need to change in order for this not to be you anymore? Do you need to be spending more time with friends? Do you need to have accountability with people who can support you? Do you need to change the time you go to bed or the time you wake up in the morning? Do you need to change your routines or your meal habits or your exercise habits or your work habits or where you're working from? How many changes do you need to make in your life in order for this to become a reality? Because wishful thinking when it comes to strong addictions simply is not enough. A comprehensive plan of action is needed.